what do we learn from El Paso that we also might have learned from similar decisions between 2005 and 2007, and how does that affect how you advise companies and managers in these sorts of situations in the months to come?
It reminds us how important it is for the board to have information. And in particular, the board needs information that might, with the benefit of hindsight, call into question the independent advice they were getting. There aren't facts that in and of themselves create a disabling conflict. The biggest problem arises when a board doesn't have information, and therefore they make decisions, whether it's to engage an advisor, to negotiate with a particular bidder, to move down a path, without the benefit of advice. It's critical that the board understand relationships that its investment bankers have or have had in the past with a bidder, with another potential partner. It is important for the board to understand whether or not the management team, who will be on the front line of negotiating a transaction, might have an interest which is different than the interest of the board and shareholders at large. Often a transaction informally moves down the path, and then as the lawyer you need to put your hand up and say, okay, I think this is all going to be fine, but do you have any relationships with the bidder? Do you own stock in the bidder? Is there something about who you are that might call into question the advice that you're giving? The other point I would make is there's been a lot of focus around disclosure, and there's some sense among folks in the community that disclosure cleanses all. I just don't believe that. I think disclosure is important. It's important for shareholders to understand fully the material facts in order to make a decision. But disclosure in and of itself doesn't cure everything.